Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Canceled AF. I'm, of course, your host, Hunter, and with me, as always, is the lovely Renee, who is not anywhere here today.
My name is Renee. I am wearing a mint green shirt with a tiger on it. Okay.
Is that your Carol Baskin shirt?
Yes, back in 2020 when Tiger
Carol
King
Baskin?
was Carol Baskin's that bitch Carol Baskin when she was real hot shit.
Yeah, I remember that shirt.
I got this shirt.
It looks like a tiger wearing a crown of flowers like she was wearing in one of her videos.
Yeah.
And thank God.
And I only wear it in the house, so all you cool cats and kittens can
Thank
see
God
it.
we didn't focus on the second season of that.
No. I have zero
awfulness.
desire to watch it.
I have zero desire to rewatch the first season.
I'm all done with that.
Yeah, well, everybody's been done.
Been
done with it. But shit, fuck her, fuck them, fuck that documentary. It was there when it needed to be, and it went away when it needed to go away. Mm-hmm. But then it tried to come back, and it didn't learn to stay down.
It was here when we needed it, and then we didn't need it anymore, you know? And God bless, he was in prison, and he didn't get to experience his 15 minutes to the fullest.
I know, right?
Man.
Because now everybody's tired of it.
That sucks.
So we're over it. Sorry. And guess what else we're over? We're fucking over Ezra Miller.
Yeah. Been
like,
over.
This dude has a problem.
Yeah.
He has a legit issue.
Yeah.
First, he kidnaps a Native American child. Then he has like a woman and her kids living on his ranch.
Something like that.
And then
I'm sorry.
he's getting into bar fights.
Pretty sure we're
Icelandic
getting pronouns
women.
wrong, but
they are choke slamming Icelandic women. They're bitch slapping people, throwing bar stools at people, breaking into houses, and acting like a complete asshole that he is.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing, Ezra. We know that you're going to therapy so that you can retain the Flash movie, so that they can release it and go, look, we gave him therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get him through this Flash movie, we're done. That's it. No more Flash movies.
Yeah.
We're out of here. Because I have a feeling, because of all this shit, plus nobody really fucking cares about Flash. Like, who the fuck cares? We had Quicksilver. We saw him go fast. We saw Flash. The DC Justice League movie was fucking garbage. Both the Zack Miller and the other one. Both were garbage.
Yeah, none of those are in my...
Seriously, I watched the Batman versus Superman one. I watched the Justice League. I watched the fucking 4-hour useless cut of Justice League. Like they were like, "Oh, there's no new scenes. These are all original." And he said, we didn't film any new scenes.
Yeah.
Except for the nightmare scene. Like, this one scene is the only one we added.
And you're like, I wasted my time.
No. Because here's the thing. He goes, we never filmed the Doomsday scenes where he's talking to whatever his name is, or it's Darkseid scenes where he's talking to Doomsday is the one that they killed in the Batman versus Superman. But the Darkseid is each time that he talks, it's digital. So they didn't film that. They created that in a computer. So he's not counting that as a scene as new. But it is new. It wasn't originally supposed to be in his movie. And DC, Zack Snyder losers. I mean, these guys are losers. Because here's why I say that. Because they hinge on bringing back just Zack Snyder to do the universe. And then they want, who else was it? The first guy that directed that god awful, like, I'd never heard of Suicide Squad before, really. I'm not a DC Comics, professional. I know the basic Justice League members, like Green Lantern, John Stewart Green. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. But
yeah,
their movies are just fucking terribly done. Even the 4-hour one, it didn't need to be 4 hours. There was no need. And the reason that it was 4 hours, because the director knew, he's like, this is it. This is the only way I'm telling it, because I can't. They said, I'm not doing any more movies. That's it. Then you got one of the actors causing problems, a la Ray Fisher, who was upset that he got taken out. And it just kind of snowballed. He's wrecked his career because he snowballed into an issue. Like he appears to make everything a very extreme issue, and nobody's going to hire you if you make things an extreme issue, to where you're just bleeding it, and saying the same thing over and over and over and over in a complaint. Studios are going to go, look, man, because you got reduced time. We know the reason. Because you got reduced time. We get you're upset about that, and you feel like you're not, in the movie enough as you should be, as you would have been with Zack Snyder's. So-called Zack Snyder's original cut. And so he created a problem. Now he's out. They're not doing any more movies with Ray Fisher. That's what they're doing with Ezra Miller right now. See, I brought it back.
Okay, I was like, we coming back to Ezra?
Oh yeah, we are, because this is the same thing. Like, you have Jason, DC is plagued now.
Yeah.
DC is plagued now because you have Ezra Miller, Ray Fisher. Each of those people created a problem. And then you got number 3 in that guilty party. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 people that have made it a big issue. And I mean a big issue for DC. Ezra Miller, Ray Fisher, and Aqua Turd. Amber Heard, Aquaman. They have cut her role down because she, not only did she go through the trial, and that made her look horrible because it exposed her as an abusive person.
The same that Ezra's never coming back from this.
But they also said that her relationship with Jason Momoa on set was not good. And they're like, Jason Momoa, he's the kindest guy.
That's Jason Momoa. People like him. They don't like Amber because she's terrible.
Well, he's like a big teddy bear. The guy is a sweetheart to everybody. Yeah. So, anyways, those 3 DC films are cursed, for one. 2, their actors cannot seem to stay out of the limelight. For like Ray Fisher could have made the claims that he made. They investigated. They found that yes, he had his time cut down. It wasn't for reasons that he had stated, but they found nothing to be bad in the case. They ruled for DC and Warner Brothers. They're going to get him into therapy. Ezra Miller's going to be put into therapy, dealt with just like they dealt with Ray Fisher, just like they dealt Ray Fisher, just like they dealt with Amber Heard, because she's not going to be in any more Aquaman movies. I can go ahead and tell you that
her entire career is done.
And Ezra Miller will
career
not
is
be
done.
in any movies. He was in Fantastic Beasts. He was in this. Maybe a few other things, like The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
The only reason why he hasn't been... He was good in that movie. Honestly, he was. But that was the first and, frankly, the only thing I've seen him in, because I have not watched any of those movies that you listed off, because I'm just not that... it's not my... It's not my forte. It's not your
wheelhouse. I get it.
But... The Perks of Being a Wallflower, that's, chick flick, whatever. Read the book. I
will say this. The only movie of his that I've seen is the Justice League movie.
Yeah, and he's an okay actor, I guess. But the thing is...
Not really.
Okay, well, he was in the chick flick. But as far as the DC movies, no idea. But...
Well, then they fucking... I will say this. I'll show you a clip of it later on after the show. But he does this run when he's going super fast, and you're like...
I think you showed me before.
What the fuck are you doing?
And then I went, wait, what?
What is this?
And they want to keep him because...
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
I think you've shown me that. Yeah, I think the only reason why he hasn't been full on booted yet is honestly because of the whole...
non-binary.
Pronoun thing.
That's not it at all.
You don't think so?
No. It's because they fucking finished this movie. Michael Keaton's in it. It's got hype behind it. People want to see Michael Keaton Batman again.
Right now they're on their apology tour trying to get him to...
They're trying to get this... They are and that's the thing. They're trying their damnedest because, again, it has 2 Batman in it. It has Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton as Batman. Both in the bat suit.
Yeah. That's
both
huge.
Doing their
That's
Batman
huge.
stuff, and that is huge because
and you got this little fucker who came on and wrecked it.
Yeah, but you've got 1989 Hunter going to the movie theater and seeing Jack and Michael be Batman and Joker, and I was enthralled. I love the 1989 Batman movie. I love the 1992 Batman Returns movie. I love the Val Kilmer one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care for the George Clooney one because it was kind of stupid and extra cheesy. Like the third one was cheesy. Fourth one, not necessary. Bale ones were great, of course.
Yeah.
Batfleck.
Batfleck.
I liked his fighting. I liked the fighting that Batfleck did because it was really good. But
not a big Ben
these
fan,
movies,
anyway.
the movies, man, like Suicide Squad was a fucking joke, man.
No, they haven't had any good ones in a while.
No. James Gunn, who, yes, I like Marvel. I know more about Marvel because that's what I grew up with. But I also love DC. I love those characters, and I want to see them more. Like, I drove you. I forced you to go see the Green Lantern movie with me, and I was excited. I was amped.
Yeah.
It was fucking awful.
Yeah. You see, okay, so when I saw it, now mind you, that's where Ryan Reynolds met his wife, you know.
Yes.
So
we get it. He and Blake met on that.
It needed to happen. But anyway, my point is I saw that movie and everyone was like, "Oh, it's terrible."
It is.
But it was everything I expected it to be.
For you were like, "Oh, it's a decent superhero movie."
Yeah, it's a cheesy superhero movie.
A guy who
That's what I expected.
But see, that's the one of the DC comics. Like, I read Batman in depth. I read Green Arrow, Green Lantern. I really like, honestly, one of my favorite characters is Robin. I love Robin. I mean, Dick Grayson Robin, because he transitioned into Nightwing and he went to, a different city and made himself, his own hero.
Yeah.
And he proceeded on and has this, I like the characters like Deathstroke. I like his rich backstory. And that's actually the reason that we have one of the best Marvel characters, is because Stan Lee just ripped off one of Jack Kirby's guys, Deathstroke, whose name is Wade Wilson, or Slade Wilson. Then you have Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
Deathstroke, Deadpool came from Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Slade, and you've probably heard Slade from Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, probably. I've watched that
when you watch the movie
with the kids.
Yeah. But they have all these cool, badass characters with rich history. Sinestro. Then they have the Yellow Ring Sinestro. Then they have all these great characters, and they have fucked them all over in the movies somehow, with the exceptions of Batman, Superman. Like, I hated the Henry Cavill one, but all these new DC movies they lack something, and it's mostly a discombobulated story is what you get of them trying to tell something quick to build something up that should have taken time with separate movies, like Marvel did. Marvel did it right. They introduced the characters before doing the team up.
Yeah.
DC did, oh, hey, here's Batman, here's Superman. Now here's Batman in a Superman movie, and Wonder Woman's in it. But Batman's going to find some files in Lex Luthor's computer that have all the other heroes, and then we have a Justice League. Then we're going to get an Aquaman and Flash movie.
Right.
Introduce all of them first. Give them their individual movies. Then you have the ability for the people to connect to each character separately before they go into the jointed team. That's what you're looking for. Instead, they did it, and they're doing it half-assed midway. I don't know. It's weird. But that is why the fans are not going to see this movie. It's not going to do as well because they have to wait for it. Then they have all this Ezra Miller shit. It's going to tank this movie. But I would go see it. Not in theater, but I would go see it at a friend's house if they bought it. I would not.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
DC, with the exception of the James Gunn Suicide Squad, because James Gunn can direct. He's a great director.
Right.
It doesn't matter because if you've seen Slither, you know he can direct. It's not about Marvel. It's about what he's done before, and you can see everything that he does is great. It's well calculated. But let's go on to talk about another loser, and that's Trump. Now, I make no secret that I'm a center-leaning motherfucker, and Trump is not my favorite person at all. But boys and girls, the FBI raided him.
Yeah, and now that's what I've been sitting over here trying to see if they've released the affidavit for that yet, and they have not.
They have not.
So I'm like,
they don't really. But see, that's the thing. Did they say who said that they were going to release it? Can you find that out for me? You can look that up. Go ahead and look that up too.
Who said
that they were going to release it? Was it Merrick Garland? Did he say they were going to release the affidavit? It's very important. Well, and here's why. It's very important. I want to make sure that one, we have the fact of yes, he did say they were going to release it. And that's honestly what I would like to know.
I used to know this answer and now I don't.
Because, I mean, they may not have said they were going to release the affidavit. They may have said they're going to open up the warrant, and they did open up the warrant. They were searching for top secret documents.
Right.
And possible nuclear documents.
Took something from his safe.
They took files from his safe, passports, 3 passports.
I don't see anything that says that someone said that they were going to release the affidavit. It's just Trump is pushing for it.
Okay.
So
yeah. See, that's what I was about to say. I'm not sure. I've heard people say that they're.
I know it's like I've heard people
like,
say that, but at the same time, I haven't seen a story or
anybody saying that they were.
Exactly.
And if they never said that they were, then they don't have to. So there you go. There's your issue there resolved. Anybody, if you can find it, tell me. I'm willing to learn. But they went. The FBI went. They had a warrant. Trump said it was a raid, so he was ahead of it a little bit, almost like he was tipped off. But what happened is somebody had said, "Hey, Trump has these documents. He has these documents."
Yeah.
The FBI go, "Oh, okay. Well, we got to move on that." But they had this. They may or may not have had this information for a long time. I'm not sure about that. I would have to get some sources about that and come back, at a later date. Anyways, it's more the fact that one, the Department of Justice used the FBI to go after a political candidate.
Yeah, it's clear that
this is a
calculated.
It is a calculated move against a political candidate. Now, here's the thing. The Republicans would do the exact fucking same thing. But, and this is very important, and this is, I don't think any left-wing Democrats or liberals or progressives are going to listen to this show. If they do, I applaud you, because, I'm not super right-wing. I'm not. I'm center. I'm center-leaning very much. I'm not conservative because I don't care about religious values being in my politics. That's not what that's for. But, I agree with some things on the left. I agree with some things on the right. One thing I will say, though, is that you don't use the FBI to go after a political opponent unless, and I mean this with the utmost care for everyone involved, unless you have definitive proof first.
Yeah.
Because, and I mean this just because if they don't, if this was all a wild goose chase or all a, false flag operation or whatever you want to call it, blah, 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 whatever special name you want to give it to where it was a witch hunt that came to no fruition.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've been after him forever.
You tried to get him for Russian collusion.
Mm-hmm.
Then turns out Hillary Clinton had paid off someone for the Steele dossiers, which were a fake dossier on Trump.
Yeah.
Now, again, you and I have never supported him whatsoever.
No.
Never voted for him whatsoever. And we kept that just, because we were like, okay, you know what? This guy is a fucking 12-year-old. He's a 12-year-old. He's a moron, a buffoon, a dumbass.
Yeah, like I said, he could have accomplished more if he would just shut his damn mouth.
Yes. Now, I will say this. He had a damn good economy. Yes, his economy was decent. Now, there are things that were in place from the past administration that helped make that transition into a good economy possible. Right. But he did it, too, because he's a salesman. He knows how to fucking work that shit. He knows what he's doing. So, for economic value, yes, he did know what he was doing. Then the pandemic came. Of course, that hit. But none of this is prudent right now. He's out of office. Biden is in. Mm-hmm. He's throwing his hat in the ring. Ring in the hat.
Yeah.
His hat in the ring to run, which he does not need to fucking do.
No, he doesn't. I don't want that. I don't
want to see his dumb ass up there again.
God, yeah, I don't.
Make room for someone who can actually do some good instead of being a paltry bitch who's going to just whine and complain. And if you support Trump and if you love Trump, like if you have Trump country on the back of your car and it's a United States with the American flag, look, I love the American flag. I love the United States, but this is not Trump country. And I will beat your dumb dog shit ass
Yeah,
for wholesale value for thinking that this guy is good for our country, because he's not. He's a fucking buffoon. If we want to have a Republican person in office that is going to, one, make the Republican Party look respectable again, and two, actually get shit done, it has to be someone who knows how to walk and talk the way both parties will listen. You have to find someone that's going to be good enough to go, okay, look, we can't always win on our issues, but it's close, and I think we can sway them to our, you got to find somebody who can schmooze and politic like Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
Put her in. Make her a Republican candidate. Guess what? People would vote for her because she speaks a lot of common sense. Now, she was a Democratic candidate last go round. This time she's not. So there goes that. But we don't want Trump back in. First of all, he's fucking in his 70s. Fuck off, dude. You're too old. Biden's in his 70s. That's a great idea. Let's put this idiot back in so he can be in his 70s just like Biden is right now. Shut the fuck up. Anybody, shut the fuck up.
I want two respectable candidates to
that
choose
can actually,
from.
yeah.
Instead of me having to go, okay, what do I think is the lesser of two evils? Because
what do
that's
I think
ultimately
is the
what
lesser
it
of two
comes down.
idiots?
Yeah. Idiot number one or idiot number two. I mean, we're
idiot
always
and here's the
left
thing.
with that.
This last time, idiot number one was a 12-year-old, and idiot number two is a senile old man who can't even remember where he parked his car or how to get into his house.
Yeah.
He disappeared into the bushes like Homer Simpson. The bunny had to tell him where to go. He has a fucking card telling him what to do.
Yeah. See, here's
at least the 12-year-old could drive.
Here's the thing with
he can't
Trump.
even ride a bike. I'm sure Trump couldn't even ride a bike.
No. Here's the thing. This is controversial, and you'll disagree with me. I actually don't think Trump is a huge asshole. I just think he's an idiot. Like,
no, he's an asshole.
He's an ass in his own way, but I think ultimately, maybe at his core, maybe like way down in there at his core, he has some values, maybe. But I think his biggest thing is he just needed to shut the fuck up. That was his biggest deal. I mean, and ultimately, that's what did him in. Is he just needed to shut the fuck up, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, well,
He's an idiot.
He is, but still. It is a huge deal that the FBI went to his house and went through his, his personal thing. Like,
it's a huge
I admit,
deal.
yes. If he does have things that are very, very incriminating, then yeah, lock him up.
Sure.
Lock the treasonous prick up. If he's trying to hand some papers over to other nations that are our secrets, fuck yeah, throw his ass in the goddamn brig and be done with him. But here's the thing. I don't think they're going to find anything.
I don't think they're going to find anything. I could think of plenty of other people that need to be,
Yes, a whole bunch of them. I can think of a
Hunter
slew
Biden.
Of them. Well, Hunter Biden's not. He should be for doing crack.
No, I mean, he's got some shit going on with China or whatever. So there's that. And then there's
Well, see, that's it. That is a problem if yes, he does have some business dealings that are very shady, but it's even more of a problem if Joe Biden's involved with it than it is.
Yes.
Hunter Biden's just a doofus that'll end up getting himself killed eventually because he's a huge drug addict.
Lock some people up. And there's that. There's Hillary. There's throw Trump in there for good measure. Clean house. But I mean, that's in a fantasy world.
Well, yeah, and see, that's the thing with Hillary is that she had a server that had 30,000 emails that were deleted.
Yeah, just gone.
They're gone. And everybody goes, oh, well, she handed over those emails. No, she handed over 15,000 emails from that private server.
Yeah.
She deleted 33,000 emails from her private server that are gone forever, but she handed over 15,000 from those from that same server. Now, a lot of people on the left a lot of people on the right will say, "Oh, well, it's 30,000." The people on the left will go, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. She handed those emails over and they didn't find anything." And then you have to go, "Well, technically she handed over 15,000 emails from that server, not the 30,000 that were deleted, because those were deleted and gone forever. You can't get those back."
Yeah.
But she did hand over emails from that. Yes, you are correct. It's just not the emails that they were looking for.
Not the emails they wanted. Okay.
These aren't the emails you're looking for.
Exactly.
But her emails. But guess what? That ship has sailed. You can't say that anymore.
Right.
Because it's over with. Get the fuck over it.
I feel kind of the same, unless they find something huge with Trump,
well,
which
see,
I don't think they're
the thing.
going to. But that ship has sailed. He's done. Stop.
Yes.
This whole thing is calculated because they don't want him to run. That's it.
And here's the problem. Here's the problem, though. If they don't come back with anything incriminating, guess what's going to happen? He's going to use this.
Absolutely. You've given
run.
him all the ammunition
He needs.
That's it.
And
now
I'm
every
sorry,
hardcore
man,
Trumper is going to come out like, guns blazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They will. Hardcore.
And I thankfully don't associate with like really hardcore Trumpers. Like, I know you're going, your mother, Renee. No, she's not necessarily a hardcore
Well, you don't really
Trumper,
associate with her.
but she is very just hardcore Republican. Trump, she's like, I hate the guy, but she, But anyway, I don't associate with anyone personally that actually like waves the Trump flag and
super Trump feet.
What's that, Brandon? Fuck you, Brandon. What is it? Shit.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Thank you. I don't associate with anyone with those, thankfully. Now I drive by plenty of houses here in the South.
Well, see, the whole "Let's Go Brandon" thing, man.
Let's Go Brandon flag.
Here's my thing about that.
That was just funny.
Just say "fuck you," fuck Joe Biden. Don't say "Let's Go Brandon." I know it's a snark at the reporter who said that. They're saying "Let's go Brandon," and you're like, that's not what they were saying. That's not what they said at all.
It's at a point where if I see "Let's Go Brandon," I would rather just see a flag that like says "fuck" or "fuck Biden."
It's like a meme. It's like, dude, we're fucking over it. Stop. We're over it. We get it. We
Carol
got
Baskin,
what it meant.
She's done.
Carol Baskin. The time for that's past. It was funny at that moment. It was funny a couple days after. It was funny a month after. It was funny a month after, and now it's fucking lost its funniness. It's not even funny anymore. We're fucking done with it.
Yeah.
It's not funny. Just say "fuck Joe Biden."
Old news.
Be a big boy. Be brave. Say "fuck Joe Biden."
Oh, okay? They will.
That's all you need to do.
They're not hiding behind
them.
They're just thinking it's funny and they like the snarkiness. I guess because it makes them mad. Whatever.
I get that. Anyways, we wanted to wait until we had a little more details. We kind of sat on this story.
We did.
Also, last week kind of had odd incidents happen, so we were like, let's put out the Scott DeLuzio episode. And I hope you guys are enjoying that. Go and listen to it, everybody. Check it out. It's a great episode.
That one is not quite a year old yet.
It's an interview with the author of Surviving Son. That's out on Amazon and anywhere you can get books online. So check that out. It's a great book. It's worth the read. I loved it because it was just a great in-depth look. And it reading it, when you get to the certain moments of the book, you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, fuck.
Given the subject matter of it.
Yeah, oh yeah,
for sure.
And then talking to him in person was amazing too. It was great. He's a great guy. You should probably post something on that on Instagram. Our Instagram is canceledaf.podcast.
There you go.
I'll get it one day.
I kind of took the week off last week. But yes, post something.
You need to double post now.
I do. I need to make up for it. Double time. FNC. Crime Man Squaw.
But to move on, let's talk about this guy that drove his car into the group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. Oh God, this guy. Could tell, and I'll tell you, boys and girls, this guy is the type of guy that when you see him, and when you see his picture, you go, yeah, he looks like he's just done with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there was like a motive for why he did what he did. Other
He
than
lost
was
his
just,
shit from what I read.
He was mad. He's 24 and he is a rough looking 24.
He is a very rough looking 24.
But the headline is frustrated 24-year-old allegedly admits mowing down mourners and then bludgeoning mom.
All over some money. It's a Pennsylvania man who allegedly plowed his blue Honda Accord into a crowd of mourners late Saturday, killing one and injuring 17 others. And that was all before murdering his own mother with a hammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
bludgeoned her. Really went out with a bang.
Yes. He said that Adrian Oswaldo Sura Reyes, 24, drove into a group of 75 people who were attending a day-long community benefit in Pennsylvania town to raise funds in the wake of a horrific house fire last week that killed 10 family members and 13 dogs. Jesus Christ.
13 dogs. I know, I went there too. I was like, wow, 13. 13 dogs.
Wow. 13?
Yeah.
13.
I have 2 dogs, and that's too many.
Yeah. He said they said after mowing down the group, leaving a 50-year-old woman dead, Reyes is accused of fleeing the area to create another crime scene in the neighboring town of Berwick, where he had basically taken a hammer to his mother.
Yeah.
It was a fight over money.
So I don't understand. Like, I get it that he was mad at his mom and he killed his mom. Okay, that I fully understand. Okay, I'm not, condoning it. I understand it. I understand the motive. What I don't understand is why he had to mow down the people who were trying to raise funds for the people who were killed in the house fire. Or, was it, you can't raise funds for dead people. It's a benefit to raise funds in the wake. So I guess to raise funds to help their family or whatever. But anyway, what did they have to do with his mom? Like, why?
Apparently, they had been fighting over a cell phone and, him paying for his bill.
Yeah.
And she had taken it from him. He snatched it back.
Oh, man.
And then
he's 24.
Took off because he was frustrated.
He was mad.
Saw the group in a parking lot, circled back around, and decided to mow them down.
Yeah, that's like
he took the time to drive back.
He was in a blind rage, and then he went, you know what?
Fuck those people.
Fuck those people.
Sometimes you just need to get out of the way, man.
And he went into, just... I do that.
Fuck those people mode.
If I play Grand Theft Auto, right? Yeah. I go, fuck that hooker.
He played Grand Theft Auto
I'm going to go punch that hooker.
He was playing Grand Theft Auto for real this time.
In his head. And maybe...
I wonder if he went back. No, he didn't, because it was 50 people. They would have beat the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah.
They would have dragged him out of the car and killed him.
Yeah, this guy couldn't.
He deserved it.
He couldn't defend himself to save his life.
No,
he's a little Oompa Loompa looking character.
He looks like he is a 4'7" tall, short, pudgy, round Hispanic man. Would you say?
Yeah, and normally I don't
very fat. He's very big.
I don't go in on someone's looks really, but when you're an asshole and do things like this, then
you deserve to be gone in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all in.
1-2 punch in the face.
Yeah, he is very much an Oompa Loompa, angry
little bitch.
That's it.
Like terrible person. Like and no, seriously though, this is for me. Like I saw this story, and this was from last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
So that he had done this, and I was like, dude, you look like a fucking loser piece of shit, man. And this is what happens when you're a loser, and I mean a loser as in you can't control yourself, you can't control your emotions, and you have to take it out on other people, because only a loser does that. A loser takes out their anger on others instead of controlling their anger and becoming a better person from it.
This
you gotta control your anger.
This wasn't the first time he was mad at his mom. He got into a previous altercation with her on December 26, 2020. So you know what happened there.
She beat him with a chancla.
Yes, and he was mad.
Is that what it says?
No, I'm making
She beat him with a sandal?
No, I'm just making this
Are you
up.
serious? Oh,
the December 26, 2020 assault and harassment charge with his mom there is true. I'm speculating that it's all over Christmas gifts, right? Because he didn't get the PlayStation that he wanted.
Probably. I'm going to say yes to that. That sounds about right.
So he threw a little bitch fit and punched his mom because of that. Thanks for nothing, Ma.
That tracks.
Bah. So, he was wanting the brand new PS5 or whatever it was. And instead he got a PS3 and he was mad.
He got a PS3 and a PS2 taped together.
And he was mad.
He was very upset. Very upset.
And so that's what happened there. And then she beat him with the chancla.
Yes. And she beat him with a slipper. It's a flip flop. It has to be a flip flop.
Deserved
That's what chancla is.
Yes, absolutely. I know. I'm familiar.
From your Hispanic heritage?
From my Hispanic heritage. Absolutely. And he deserved every bit of that beating.
He deserved every bit of it.
Every single bit.
He deserved everything he got.
And I'm sure he was holding on to some of that rage for this one when he bludgeoned her finally with the hammer. He was still mad about all those chancla beatings.
All those chancla beatings.
And that he still did not have his fucking PS5.
That PS5 had influence over him.
Okay. Just saying. That's where it all went downhill, was that day.
Okay.
That's it.
Jesus.
I've decided.
You slammed the desk this time.
Yeah.
Usually it's me.
Yeah.
So moving on from that, the last thing I wanted to talk about was a music video that I watched. So Renee, when I say to you the music video or greatest performing artist of all time, what name comes to mind for you?
Performing artist?
Performing artist.
We're going to go with it's controversial now, but we're going to go with the Michael Jackson.
Okay.
We're going to go
This guy's kind of like a Michael Jackson, has a heavy influence from a Michael Jackson.
People say Beyonce. I'm not a fan, but they say she's an amazing performing artist.
You know who else people say?
Yeah, what?
Corey Feldman.
No.
Corey Feldman with Corey's Angels.
When I hear Corey Feldman, I automatically go to Corey Feldman and Corey Haim.
Two Coreys.
And
the story of two Coreys.
The story of two Coreys. And I go to that weird was it an A&E show?
Yes, it was.
I go to that weird A&E show
out. Yeah.
about it was literally called Two Coreys.
And
it went on for way too long.
Corey Feldman was getting off of drugs. Corey Haim was still on drugs and
fully
needed to move
spiraling.
in with him. Yeah, hardcore spiraling.
And that's all I can think of whenever I hear either of those names. I go, oh, yes.
Okay, well, we've got a special treat. We're going to play a little tiny itty bitty, not even 6-second snippet of Corey Feldman's new song.
I can't wait.
I'm not sure if you're ready for this blockbuster, but man, is it great. Here we go, folks. And that's all we're going to play of that because we're not going to give that any more time. And we don't want to get dinged for that 6-second.
Right. So like I
YouTube,
said.
Folks, we're on YouTube now. Oh, yeah, we're on YouTube at WTF Media, all one word.
Yeah.
All one word.
WTF Media.
And just look for us.
Find us. You'll see our little
You'll see our canceled AF logo on there.
But that little snippet you gave us.
Yeah.
It very much reminds me
90s Christian rock.
Of a 90s Christian rock vibe.
Yeah, like a DC Talk.
It's giving me DC Talk vibes.
Hardcore.
Right?
Hardcore.
Okay. I was
Very
like,
much so.
I was like, I need you to confirm that I'm feeling the right
now,
vibe there.
I don't know if you understand how amazing that this is. This video is a gem. It's a treasure because it is one of a long list of celebrity actors that have transitioned to singing.
Yeah.
You know,
as one does. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
You have, first of all, I know a lot of people say it, but Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But here's the thing about this. Obviously, he can rap.
Yeah.
And act.
Yes.
He's good at both.
He can do both.
Atlanta. Fantastic show.
Great show. I need to watch that again. I watched maybe the first half of the first season.
It's good. You got to pay attention.
It's a good show.
You're going to have trouble doing that right now, though. Because I'll toot my horn later. Anyways,
y'all,
this is, again, another person who is an actor and a singer. Will Smith. But he was a rapper first and then an actor.
Yeah, he was that cheesy 90s rap, but still
Fresh
a
Prince.
rapper.
He was the Fresh Prince with DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Summertime. Greatest song of all.
Yeah.
Legend.
It's a good one.
It is the great. They sent that into outer space because it was so amazing for aliens to hear. And the aliens were probably amazed. That's why Independence Day happened. And that's why Will Smith saved the world.
Yeah.
It's summertime.
Uh-huh. During the summertime. Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Then you got Jeff Bridges. He can act and sing, actually. So those guys all had something in common. They can do that, just like Kevin Bacon, David Duchovny, several others. But when you think of people singing, you don't think of Corey Feldman. You don't think of, God bless him, he's such a sweet guy, but Vin Diesel.
No. Yeah, see, I don't look at any of them and think, ooh, I would like to hear them sing.
Yeah.
And
any of them.
I know he did Moana, but I also look at The Rock and I go, I don't necessarily want to hear you sing.
You like The Rock singing.
Okay. I just, he was good in a Disney context, but I don't need him dropping like his album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe
that's
what Corey needs to do.
There is a song,
to hook up with Disney.
Renee, there is a song in existence by The Rock that I'm going to have to let you listen to.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no, wait. I've heard it.
You have?
Yeah.
What is it?
The one where he's rapping. I don't know. But he did one pretty recently where he's...
No.
Where he's rapping
We will save this for later.
And people are like, oh my God.
No. Shh. It's okay, sweetness.
Okay.
I will sing. I will let you see this song or hear this. I will sing it to you.
I don't want to.
No, you're going to love it. It's okay. Shut up.
Well...
But no, I mean, Corey Feldman's new video, I don't remember what it's Me Without You. And it's basically a love song to his wife. But dude,
it's bad.
Keep it private. Not your love life for your wife. You can do whatever you want with that, but keep the song private. Don't let anybody hear it and just play it for you or play it for her.
Just have that as like a little passion project that you play at like your vow renewal or some shit, But it doesn't.
I'm afraid
didn't need to be released into the world.
Thinks that this was a
groundbreaking.
Good song.
It was huge to him. He thought this is so good. I need to release this into the world so that they can see this majesty.
That's right. You're 100% right. But it didn't need that at all.
No.
But I showed you the music video.
Yeah, you did.
And
you did. Could have done without it.
It is basically, but there's my favorite parts are where he is walking with his wife in their garden and he's wearing a full-on Oriental Chinese outfit.
Well, duh. What else would you wear in your garden?
With his Chinese lotus.
Yeah.
Or no, what was it? It was a orchid, wasn't it? A good luck orchid or something like that.
Probably, yeah. Probably. His outfit was on point.
But it was a full-on Chinese martial arts outfit. Like he looked like he was wearing a Chinese outfit. Really, like kind of. Not something he should wear.
Yeah, a little.
Unless part of his family is Asian, then that is 100% okay. But it kind of seems like a 80s guy who grew up not thinking about what he was going to wear.
Oh, absolutely.
But the next best part, Renee, and you agree with me, is the kitchen scene.
Yes. Which looks like it was shot in like their double wide.
Yeah. So what it is she's chopping a salad or something, and a tomato rolls off of the cutting board and onto the floor.
A non-chopped, fully intact
piece of tomato. It's a
not a piece. It's a full tomato.
No, it's not a full tomato. It's cut in half, and there's tomato exposed.
Oh, I could have swore it's just a full tomato.
No, but they are down on the floor with paper towels cleaning like it was a huge fucking spill. And that is the best part of the video because they're just like, oh, we bumped heads. Let's have a kiss. But I mean, first of all, why were both of you on the floor to clean up a tomato that could have just been picked up, wiped up, and that's it?
You know how I would have handled that?
Picked it up and wiped it up.
I would have picked it up and then would have been like, hey, dogs. Hey, come lick this.
Oh, now you messed up. Now the dog's going to come scratch at the door again.
She's been at the door this whole
I know.
time.
I've heard her.
Her ears perked up right now. Me?
What?
I need to lick
something? I told you right there.
Hello?
Right there. She just did. So thank you for that. Anyways, Corey Feldman's new video. Go check it out, boys and girls. It's great. Support a budding artist who is just
getting started.
So talented.
Starting out.
So talented. Now, Corey, I like Corey Feldman. He's a great guy, but he's just kind of all over the place. So, but now to toot my own horn because I'm a great husband. I can take them back. I will take them back. I will take them back.
Mm-hmm.
So I am shopping on Saturday morning, and I go to the local Walls of Mart.
Yes, Wally World.
Go inside, and in the DVD section, there's a DVD season collection of The Nanny, which Renee loves The Nanny.
Love The Nanny. I love Fran Drescher.
I go, you know what? She deserves something.
She's
nice.
my fave.
So I bought her
that
the box
nasally
set of
voice just soothes
the
my
complete
soul.
series of The Nanny.
Mm-hmm.
Backpack, toot toot.
No, I told you. I said, yes, please buy that for me. And then I'm going to have it on the TV at all times, and I'm going to torture the children with it.
She's going to go watch it right now.
And guess what? No, right now it's my bedtime. But guess what? I have been torturing the children with it. And I can't really figure out.
They love it.
I think they kind of like it.
They do like it.
They won't. They don't want to admit it, though.
No.
Especially the boy.
Yeah, no, he won't.
He won't.
He thinks Nanny Fine is hot. I think Nanny Fine is hot. I mean, Fran Drescher is hot.
She is an attractive woman.
She is.
And even now in her 60s, while she's showing her age.
Yeah.
She's still an attractive woman.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
So are you, though. You look great.
I aspire to be.
I look like shit.
Nanny Fine. I look like
but you look
dog
good.
shit.
I look like dog shit. You always look tan. You're so tan.
God.
Boys and girls, that's it for the show. Again, check out canceledaf.podcast on Instagram. Rate and review us on Apple Podcast, Amazon. Well, you can't review us on Amazon, but you can rate us on Amazon and Spotify. We are on those major podcasting brands. We're also on YouTube, so check us out. We also have the WTF Is This Sportscast on YouTube as well. Check us out there, too. If you love hearing about sports, we took it all out a new format. So congratulate us. Thank you. Renee?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to get out of here?
Yes, I need to go to bed.
Good night.